Okay, so hello and welcome to my BlastMan in 10 minutes and 33 seconds. So, obviously to get a BlastMan this good, you have to get pretty lucky. And yeah, I got some pretty good RNG. Overall, it was a really good run. I was really surprised that I got such a good time considering when I sat down and I was like, okay, I'm going to do a serious BlastMan percent time. This was my second completed run, so I was just like, if I get anything sub 11, I'll be really happy. But yeah, I ended up with this 1033, so obviously I'm really excited. Right off the bat there, I get that extra text box, so wastes a few frames there, unfortunately. And overall, my movement isn't too great, but my mashing isn't bad. So yeah, my mashing is pretty good. And so right off the bat here, this fight's pretty hard to mess up. Sorry about no game audio, by the way. Yeah, there's no game audio. And sorry about the quality too. The bad quality is partially my end, and then also partially because YouTube likes to compress their videos. Anyways, so this one tutorial battle was pretty interesting because you'll see right here, I accidentally shoot that Metar. I'm like, oh, well, okay, whatever. And then I don't get in that first charge shot again, so I missed that first charge shot, lost a few more frames there. So now, in these tutorial battles, the charge shotting after that was pretty good though. But yeah, so far I've lost a few like a second, or maybe 2 seconds, probably like 1.5 seconds in these first two tutorial battles. So that kind of sucks, but you know, whatever. And somehow I messed up on the selection there. I don't even know. But that was a pretty good last fight. I forgot that I had to mash at the end of that one. But out of there by 222, that's about average, probably. So we're gonna go and check our email, blah blah blah. The goal is to be jacked in by about 2:45. Or have the ding on the jack in, so yeah, that's pretty good. It's a second, or it's really close to average. So now here's where the first bit of RNG comes in. So how good does this first battle go? And once we get it here, it's near the end. There we go. So we get pretty much an optimal first battle. A 2 Metar, 2 cannon fight. So that was really, really nice. 2.3 seconds, that's very good. And, yep. So basically, in a BlastMan run, the timer starts the moment you hit new game, and it stops once BlastMan starts exploding. So that's how that works, for anyone who didn't know. And I get in my first battle here, and I thought it was a bad battle, and then I realized that I had 2 Vulcans, and so this ended up to be a really fast battle, although it could have been even faster if I wouldn't have choked on the chip selection, which kind of stinks, but whatever. And so I talked to this guy, this jack out, and then go to bed. So the fact that I'm in bed before 4 minutes, that's pretty good. That's probably a few seconds better than average. And now we are gonna go to school. Yeah, corners are hard. I hit that corner, which is weird because I don't ever hit that corner. It's just a weird corner to hit. And that mashing was kind of slow, but whatever. So we're just gonna head off towards our room now. So far the movement has been okay. The only real mess up I've had so far is hitting at the school before getting in. And so now we get to talk to people. And so this talking was actually pretty good. It was better than average talking, I would say. Okay, now we get to see the old stove fight. Here's where my first major mistake comes in. So we can see on my chip draw that I get a wide sword and a crack shot. And I'm just like, oh, I just need the wide sword. But of course they line up like that. And I'm like, well, crap. If I would have taken the wide sword and the crack shot, I could have hit that first guy, gotten a full synchro, and then hit the second guy with the crack shot and saved like 3 seconds at least there. So I lost about 3 seconds there, which is unfortunate because that could have been easy to fix. And so now we get to talk to people with Mega Man, yay! I don't think, yeah, I didn't mess up any of this. This is all pretty good talking. Except for that, where I missed it once, but whatever. Save the frames. And now we go put Mega Man in his copy bot. So up till now, it's been really good. Like, this is a really good time. Except for, obviously, I could have done a faster old stove fight, and I got really good RNG on that old stove fight, but didn't use it correctly. Oh well. So here we go. Get the teacher ID right here, and walk straight out. No problems with the movement there. So yeah, overall my movement's really pretty good. I really haven't had many movement issues. And we're gonna jack into control comp 1. The fact that we're jacking in at around 640 is kind of insane. That's a really low time. So that's really good. That fire, whatever. That corner messed me up again, but I mean, whatever. It was a few frames. And this fire could have gone the other direction and saved me a few frames, but whatever. I mean, again, won't happen very often, and it only saves a few frames. Alright, so now, normally you would have your first encounter by now, but I don't get it until way up here. So that's really good. Plus, it's a really good encounter. It's pretty much an optimal fight. And I meant to get the full synchro there, but I accidentally didn't. But since I got my first encounter so high up, I already knew that I had a pretty good chance of only getting a 1 encounter anyways. So I wasn't too mad that I missed that. We grabbed that HP memory, or I grabbed that HP memory to increase my run rates. Also, derp on that movement. And so as you can see there, I didn't get a second encounter, so I only got a 1 encounter control comp 1, which is really good. And so yeah, we're going to talk to Meg 3 times here. Grab that HP memory so my run rates in this control comp 2 can be better. Because I do try and run from the majority of the battles in here. On average, you should be getting 2 battles in this comp, by the way. And so we talked to him. Fire's been pretty normal up to this point. Nothing too unusual. And we'll go down here. Yeah, that fire was good, and I could have saved frames, but I accidentally walked a little teeny bit too far forwards, and I got hit by that fire. But whatever. Could have saved me 10 health in a few frames, but it's not a big deal. So now we're gonna go. So yeah, that's a fairly average first encounter, and yeah, immediately try and run from that. Once I saw 2 Metars in an old stove, I didn't even want to look at my chips before I tried to run from that, because that fight would have taken at least like 5 seconds no matter what chip draw you get, especially since I didn't have full synchro, and I just figured running's better. So this fire is nice to me, and I actually didn't mess that up, so that's good. So we only have 1 more encounter before BlastMan, and it happens right here. Also derp on that corner there. And I see an old stove, and I kind of look for a second to see if I have good enough chips to fight, because that's not a bad battle to fight, but I didn't have chips that could one-turn it, so I just tried to run, and fortunately I was successful. So if I would have tried to run right away, I would have been a little better. Okay, so here, I get an amazing chip draw, and I choke on the selection. I meant to grab that sword, and I accidentally put it back, so I'm like, oh crap, whatever. So yeah, that's a very good selection. So I immediately get the air shot counter hit, followed by the crack shot double damage. I get that, and now I grab those two swords. Now what I should have done is I should have put the white capsule on the first sword, and then grab the second sword. That way I could just hit him with the sword once and hit him again, but instead I didn't. So I hit him with that sword, and fortunately he was cooperative, and he went to the bottom row almost immediately after his invincibility frames went away. And yeah, 23-second BlastMan, which is definitely above average. It's a pretty good fight. It's not the best fight, but I mean, you can get better, but that was a very, very good fight. And so yeah, 10:33.132 seconds. That was a very, very, very good fight, and very lucky as well. I'm not gonna deny that. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and hopefully I can maybe get a better time in the future, but I'll probably work on full runs for now, because that's a very good time, and I'm happy with that. Anyways, see you guys later.